Hey y'all, I'm kind of tired. It's my last day in Kenya. I don't know if you guys can see my view. This is Africa. I'm exhausted, but I wanted to talk to you guys today about following your dreams and doing things that are a little against the grain sometimes and that other people think are crazy or stupid or not a good idea. Everybody doesn't really know about my journey, so I'm going to talk about it a little bit right now. I have not always been the selling African clothing line, African accessories girl. I actually played by the rules for many years. I was an executive director of a national foundation here in Los Angeles. It's called the Always Up Foundation. Gave scholarships out to kids and grants out to nonprofit organizations. We were working in about 40 different states, and it was amazing, and I loved it. I loved my boss and his wife and the person that I worked for. He was amazing. They were good to me. So, I don't want to paint this as I was in a bad situation or at a bad job and I had to like run away from my life. But no, I basically looked up one day. I was 34 years old and I was tired. Really hadn't had a chance to do a whole lot of things because I was working so much and because I had played by the rules. I went to college and I got my degree, and then I went back to college and I got my master's, and I did all the things that people tell you to do. So I was making good money, over six figures, doing well, getting bonuses, but I was tired, and I got to be the kind of tired that vacations no longer even helps. I that kind of tired, and I'm sure somebody's watching this right now. You're this kind of tired where every weekend all you could think about is canceling the plans you thought you were going to be excited to attend when the weekend came. Oh, it's Friday. Come Friday, you just really want to rest. Come Sunday, you're preparing to do it all over again. So I was that kind of tired. So I decided to walk away from my job and travel the world for a year. Uh, People told me I was crazy because I was at the height of my career. They told me that when I got back into the country, I was going to have difficulties and I wasn't going to be able to find a job. And what about all the work you've put into building your career and to getting to the point that you wanted to be in your life? You do that when you're older. Why can't you just do it when you retire? I heard just about everything. You know, I would even get phone calls from people asking me if I was sick, if I was terminal, like what was really going on and why had I decided to leave everything that I worked so hard for and that everybody else feels like you're supposed to value, and to travel the world for a year. But really, I did it because that's what I wanted to do. And I wanted to be happy and I wanted to feel free for a year. And I felt like I deserved it. My sister had passed away a few years before that, and she had passed away at 41 years old. She had beautiful family and beautiful kids, and she only got 41 years on this earth. And it made me ask myself, what if I only have 41 years? And again, I was about 34 at the time. And I was like, I may only have 6 more years to my life. I don't know. I want to die an old woman in my bed. But what if I don't get to? What if I don't get that? Everyone doesn't. What if I only get 41 years? How do I want to spend it? So took off. And my first place was Spain. I was supposed to stay in Spain. Did a few little visiting, went to Spain, went to London, made it to Southeast Asia. So I did Thailand, Malaysia, I did Indonesia and Cambodia. And then hopped over towards the Middle East, and I did Turkey, and I did Dubai. And then I ended up in South Africa at one point and fell in love. So I was supposed to spend 10 days in South Africa. And about day 8, I just realized I didn't want to leave and that I just fell in love with the country. And so I ended up staying a little over a month. Then I made it over to Kenya, where I am right now, and found all of these beautiful products and just amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. And I wanted to bring some of it back. My first trip here, I brought a few things back and gave them away, and people were asking for more, more, more. So, made my second trip here. I actually bought things and said, hey, I wonder if people would buy these from me. And that's how World Stitches actually came about. Me traveling the world on a year sabbatical and basically deciding that I'm going to turn my travels into a business. So now I do trips and take people to Africa, different countries in Africa. I've been to South Africa, Kenya, Namibia, Swaziland, Tanzania, and Ghana so far. Make connects in all of those places. Looking forward to going to Botswana, Rwanda. I've heard so many amazing things about Rwanda now. Zambia, and a few other places. You know, we'll see. Oh, I've been to Ethiopia now on this trip, so I can actually say I've been to Ethiopia because I left the airport. I try to spend a significant amount of time in the different countries and stuff. So here I am. I'm in Kenya. I have turned being an executive director and playing by the rules into a full-blown business and company, not playing by the rules, traveling, living life on my own terms, waking up when I want to, going to bed when I want to, traveling when I want to, and doing what I want without needing the say of anyone else. So if you have something that you want to do, and you think it's a little off the beaten path and people are discouraging you, I say plan, leap, and make a decision, because you can be successful. And sometimes you can't share your dreams and your vision with people who were meant to be worker bees their entire life. And there's so many people who are meant to be worker bees, and that's not a bad thing. I'm not, knocking it in any way, shape, or form. But those people will never understand your risk and the risk you're going to take. And most people who are really, really successful, and I'm not talking about your 9 to 5, and I'm going to work until I'm 70 and then finally retire and get to walk and go to all these different countries, but now your knees hurt and your back hurt and you're tired and you need to be in bed by 8 and you really can't enjoy it. But everybody is not going to understand your journey. Everyone is not going to understand why you're choosing to do it. And that's okay. I'm telling you to follow your heart and to plan, of course, and make a really great plan. But follow your heart and step out on your faith, because a lot of people did not believe in me. And where others lack faith, I chose to believe in myself. So last day in Kenya, if you followed my journey here, I was able to find manufacturers this time to actually produce some of my stuff. So I'm going to have my own custom label sandals coming out, and I'm going to have my custom label umbrellas and car print umbrellas. They are going to be fabulous, so look for them. And thank you guys for following me and all the support you've given me so far. And thank you. Thank you for traveling with us. Kenya. Bye.